I need you to come here, David, because I need you to help me cut this grass. We're gonna rotate these tires. And then your mama gonna make you something to eat, all right? I said, all right, I'll be there. Don't be late. Because it's gonna be hot out here today. And I don't wanna be in the heat, you understand? Because we gotta cut this grass. We're gonna rotate these tires. And then your mama gonna make you something to eat. I said, I got it! And like I knew, I could never talk to my dad, because you wanna talk to him, but you can't. Because I can never ask him a simple question and just get a simple answer. You know what I mean? Just, hey, how you doing today, Mr. Arnold? Well, someday you the bug, someday you the windshield. What does that mean?
Sometimes you the bug, sometimes you the windshield. Definitely some words of comedy from the late actor, writer, showrunner, and veteran stand-up comedian David A. Arnold, who passed away today, Wednesday, September the 8th, 2022. At the age of 54 years old. And this sits tight with me. I'm actually deeply heartstruck by this because this was a funny guy. David Arnold was a very, very funny guy. I watched a lot of his stuff on Comedy Central. He stepped in on some roles in BET. On certain shows in BET. And one of his first stand-ups that I saw was maybe 2 years ago, and it was the comedy special on Netflix called Fat Ballerina. If you haven't seen it, it's hilarious. The clip that I just played at the beginning is actually a clip from Fat Ballerina, so that was one of the funny moments that actually had me to watch David Arnold. And so he left behind a wife, beautiful wife, and two little girls, and not little girls, I think they're teenagers now. His wife, Julie L. Harkness, and his two daughters, Anna Grace and Ashlyn, who he talks about a lot in all of his comedy specials. I liked him because, he's a father, and he likes to put a lot of his humor on his fatherhood and his parenting and the relationships and with his wife, and it's just so relatable. But he was a very, very, very funny guy, lots of talent. He got started kind of late in his career, and he talks about it in a lot of his specials. Drug addiction and just chasing the comedy dream, not really being as smart in school as he wanted to be. But I guess I really feel for him because I listen to his stories through his comedy specials. That's what makes him so relatable, because he reaches out and really touches his audience like that. He has a new comedy special that's on Netflix right now, and it just dropped. And I'm saying it just dropped maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, and it was funny. It's called It Ain't for the Week. It Ain't for the Week. And he dropped it maybe 2 weeks ago, or not 2 weeks ago. It was probably a month ago. It was late July when he dropped it. And it was special. It was a special that was filmed at the Hannah Theater in Arnold's hometown of Cleveland, Ohio. So, from what I'm reading on the LA Times article, it says Arnold was a huge presence in the LA comedy scene, including his packed stand-up shows and appearances in several different TV series. Arnold's animated style of comedy often focused on his family. His spin on fatherhood was a hit at the Laugh Factory, including his role as a former host at long-standing comedy show Chocolate Sundays, as well as the Improv and the Comedy Store. His comic genius wasn't limited to the stage. Arnold was a creator and showrunner for the hit Nickelodeon buddy comedy series That Girl Lele, starring teen hip-hop artist Alea, That Girl Lele, HUGH, and Gabrielle Green. He was also an executive producer of the series alongside Will Packer. The show debuted in 2021 before streaming on Netflix, where it became one of the 10th most watched shows on the platform. The second season premiered this past July. Again, this is just so heartbreaking because, if you watch his comedy specials, he's hard not to like. His comedy style kind of reminds me of Kevin Hart. It's similar to Kevin Hart's style of comedy. He picks more on himself and at his family members and his children, the people that he care about, because it's hard to kind of offend those people, especially when, like, you know, they're by your side and they're supporting you. You're able to talk to them through your jokes and about your jokes and help them to see the funny side of the jokes. And so, but he's just not as dramatic as Kevin Hart. He's more down to earth and honest. See, Kevin Hart does a lot of exaggerating. It's like, you know, like when he talk about his son getting in the oven. Now, I mean, I don't know. I don't live at his house. His son probably got in the oven, but there's just a lot of stuff that that you can tell that he's exaggerating to make funny. That David Arnold was almost, you can tell by just how he's talking that it's like, it's exactly how it happened. He's telling you exactly how it happened, and I think it's hilarious. But rest in peace to this guy. It says that he passed away of natural causes. And so the family has not disclosed any other information about his death other than that they are shocked and they are devastated, and they ask that the media and everyone around his family, and his fans and supporters, to please give them privacy as a family, because it is a shocking experience. No one wants to lose anyone that they love, and for them it's just absolutely devastating. But I'm sure that Mr. Arnold set his family up nice with insurance, and I'm sure that they're proud of their father and his accomplishments, and he will be remembered forever throughout their legacy. But I did want to update that because he is definitely a guy, and if you haven't watched any of his specials, definitely check him out. He's a great guy, really stand-up guy, really funny, very down to earth, and just rest in peace to Mr. Arnold. So that's it for this episode of Only on Tuesdays. I just wanted to bring y'all that breaking news. But again, until next time, I'll see you again. Peace.